Yo, what's up, my YouTube and Instagram family? It's your boy Roberto checking in with another video, guys. So check this out. Donald Trump Jr., which is Donald Trump's oldest son, just tested positive for COVID-19. It's funny because he's one of those people that don't believe in wearing masks and all these other things. He's been very reckless, but in a sense, I believe this is all part of a plan. I don't think these people really are testing positive for COVID-19. I don't. I think this is just a way to help enforce the vaccine when it comes. They're going to act as if they took the vaccine and, it helped them. In reality, they didn't take it. This is how they plan on forcing us to take the vaccine. Now, maybe he could have COVID-19, but I just don't think it's happening. I don't think all these officials and these high-ranking politicians are getting COVID-19. One of Florida's senators, Tim Scott, I think his name is Tim Scott. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But he's a senator. He's the other senator besides Marco Rubio in Florida. He tested positive for COVID-19 too. And, every time we have a trend of high-ranking, influential people testing positive for COVID-19, it's just part of their agenda. It's part of their agenda. They're really forcing this. They're really trying to find a way to force the vaccine on us. They're trying to find ways to scare people. So when this vaccine does come out, everybody will run to go get it. No longer the majority, but at one point the majority of Americans did not want the vaccine. One, it was produced way too fast. Way too fast. Even though we all know the vaccine's been around for years, but normal vaccines take minimum 5 years, I believe. This has not even been a full year and they're already talking about a vaccine. Already. And then Donald Trump's at war with the pharmaceutical companies too, because he feels like they intentionally stalled the vaccine until after the election. So whoever the next president would be at the time, we didn't know, but now it's President-elect Joe Biden. That's when they were trying to release the vaccine to make his administration look good, and the economy would jump back up. And they knew the economy is what would stop Trump from getting reelected. I'm not a Trump supporter, nor am I a Biden supporter, but there's evil on both sides. And right now, there's a war between Republicans and Democrats. Although they have the same agenda just a little differently, there's a war going on between them. And all these lawsuits that Trump is doing for the election, he know he lost. A lot of sources close to him say he know he lost the election, but he's doing this to wreak havoc on the Democrats. So we'll see how things start to play out. But as of right now, there's a lot of tension between politicians right now, and this is only the tip of the iceberg. This is only the tip. Before Trump leaves office, we're gonna see we're gonna see a lot of stuff going on between our government. But like I said, the end goal is for them both to force the vaccine on the people of America and around the world. This is about to be a crazy turn of events coming up these next couple months. But we all need to be prepared because they're going to try to find a way to implement this vaccine on us. You're going to see a lot of high-ranking officials. You're going to start seeing more celebrities test positive for COVID-19. But just don't fall for it, guys. Please be mindful of what's actually going on. And the truth is bound to come out. There's a lot we don't know, but there's a lot we're still learning. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Republicans don't plan the pandemic that's going to strike havoc on the Democratic Party like Joe Biden at the end of his term. So be prepared when 2024 comes. There is going to be another pandemic, more than likely. Depending on how Joe Biden's presidency turns out, there will probably be another pandemic. So we'll see how things go from there, guys. I wish all of you to be safe. Please, unless you really, really feel like you need to take this vaccine, do not take it. It is not what you want. And stay strong. Stay strong. Stay woke. Don't allow people to fool you. And we're going to get through it. We're going to get through it. And the truth will come to the light. All these corrupt and evil politicians, these devils, these demons, these reptilian people, they're going to suffer. They're going to suffer. It's crazy how old some of these people are that run the country. Like, they should be retired somewhere. It's time for younger people to start running this country because the old people are too corrupt. They're stuck in their ways. You can't tell me a 70-something-year-old person can relate to somebody my age that's 30 or somebody even younger than me. It's just no way they can coexist. They don't understand what we go through. And they don't care to understand. They still trying to run this country like we're in the 60s and 70s. This is 2020. Run the country like it should be ran. All the corruptness and doing things for money, all the politicians being bought out, both parties being bought and paid for, it's got to end. It's got to end. But I'll be back with some more updates, guys. Like I said, Donald Trump Jr. tested positive for COVID-19. We'll see how this goes.